know what it is, baby. We back and welcome to season 2 of the Souljah Strong Way Sickle Cell podcast. I am your host, Demetrius Wine, also known as AR the Prophet, alongside my co-host,
Souljah Strong Rasta, also known as
King.
Yo, Wagwan.
Hey man, hey, we back, baby. Season 2.
Yeah, man, always blessings.
Good to see you, brother.
As well.
We got a special guest with us this season to kick it off, man, from a patient's perspective. Shout out to my boy, Omari. Omari, what's good with you, man?
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Rasta.
Yeah.
Prophet.
Yes, sire. Blessings.
Man.
Yo, glad to be in y'all presence, man. Thank you,
man. Thank you so much for joining us on the first episode of the second season from a patient's perspective. So we want to get into it, man. We wanted to have Courtney Sanders here with us. She couldn't make it, but big love. We lifting her up in spirit and giving her big energy and big love. If you don't know Courtney, man, she's a major factor in this community. She's a member of the Central Florida Black Nurses Association, and she's a nurse graduate, and she has Sickle Cell Disease type SS. She's a strong soldier, a Black loving sister, and she's on the fight for sickle cell. So we lift you up. Sorry you couldn't make it here with us this episode, but we definitely gonna get you on. Big love, Queen. Hey, and we here. We gonna get into it. So we just want to, we just want to heal up the soldiers, man, and get this dialogue started from a patient's perspective. Just let y'all in on some insight of what it is that we go through, you know, from our own mouth, our own stories, just letting it be known. And I just want to let it be known that we do this with a passion and for an educational purpose to lift up the soldiers, build them up so you could be your own doctor. Big love. Let's go. Omari, let's get into it, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from? What's your name? What's your genotype? Talk to us, baby.
So yeah, my name is Omari. I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally, and I have SS genotype. I moved down to Florida in '95. I was getting sick every year, so the doctor recommended that I come here in a warmer climate, and so I've been here ever since.
Okay. Love. Big love. Hey. So that's kind of the same thing with me, man. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, genotype SS, 34. And that was the same thing, man. Always being up there in the Midwest, the cold weather, the seasons change. And down here has definitely been better for me. How have you noticed that it's better for you?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like I was getting pneumonia every single year in the winter, every single year. And the doctors told my mom, she's like, I think you should consider moving somewhere warm. And my mom, shout out to the mothers, man. She picked up, she sacrificed and came here for me. And I've definitely noticed a difference. Funny enough, it actually got a little bit worse. I wasn't getting pneumonia, but I was getting more crisis. I wasn't getting crises in New York, but I started to get a little bit more crisis. But then after a while, it leveled out. So yeah, I've been good ever since, knock on wood,
That's what's up. Now you're gonna continue to be good, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. For sure. Rasta, man, what's up with you, man? Let the soldiers know where you from and what it is that you got going on, man.
Yeah, man. I'm from Jamaica, Spanish Town originally, but I have family in St. Ann up in the hills. So my story is I moved from Jamaica when I was 7. And it's always a warm climate there, so I never had to deal with nothing. But I moved from Jamaica and moved to Brooklyn, and then that's when I experienced the cold and all that. And then luckily my father had moved already to Florida, so I just decided to pick up and move with him, knowing that the warmer weather would have been good for me. So that's my story.
Okay. So I got the Brooklyn boys in the building tonight.
That's right.
Let's go. Okay.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
That's what's up, man. Hey, it's an honor, man. It's a privilege. So listen, Omari, man, one thing that why don't you tell us one thing that you love about yourself, man, and one thing that you would want to change, that you would want to see.
I can say the one thing that sickle cell has taught me, which may be a negative to people, was it's humbled me. This disease will humble you.
I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Real quick. So the thing that I like about me that I've gained from that humbleness is empathy. I can have empathy for any individual. I don't have to understand your walk, but I don't have to walk the same walk you walk, but I can understand you. It's helped me to be a lot more humble, have empathy, as I said. So that's the one thing I cherish about myself. The one thing that I wish that I could change or just get better at is being consistent. With this disease, you can't let up. You gotta be consistent because it's consistent in your body. Yes. So I wish I would be more consistent in the way I take care of myself, the way I love myself, the way I talk to myself. Because sometimes we all know this disease can bring you down a little bit. So just consistency with that.
Can be very depressing at times.
Oh my goodness. Woo. But yeah, man, just being consistent and speaking positive to myself, taking care of myself, my mental, everything. So that's what I want to improve on for sure.
Blessing.
How old are you, bro? Omari?
Babyface assassin, but I look 37. I'm 37.
37. Okay, I'm 34, 37. Bro. He look young. I never knew. I thought you was younger than me, bro.
Yeah. Just in February, just 37. So
hey, happy belated, King.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. I used to hate it, but it's a blessing, man.
It is, man.
As long as we living, it's a blessing, man.
I'm telling you, boy, you look amazing. The fountain of youth. That's what this is.
Absolutely.
Bro. You know,
exactly.
Yeah, most
definitely.
Hey, people don't believe I'm 41.
Come on, Pat.
Hey, exactly. Like none of us look like we don't look like what we've been through.
Hey, Rasta, so you go ahead and answer that same question, man. What's one thing that you love about yourself and one thing that you would want to change about yourself?
One thing that I love about myself is that I'm humble. Like Omari said, sickle cell has taught you to be real humble. Though has taught me to be real humble. I find that I try to, instead of getting angry first, I try to understand or overstand somebody first. Why you did that, why you made the movie move, So that in itself is a gift to me, allowing me to be more in tune with myself, and then I think that's what brought on the poetry writing and all that, because now I have more time for myself. When you have more time for yourself, you could have more conversations with yourself, with your God, and then in the hospital, trust me, that's when you're gonna need that.
That's true.
That's exactly when you're gonna need that.
It make you believe in something.
When everything is on your plate, and your plate is over full and you can't take no more. Yeah, trust me, you're gonna need it then.
Man, talk
blessings.
What's one thing that you would want to change? You know what I'm saying? In your life about anything.
Okay, this is what I would have want to change, but now I don't feel that I need to change anything. When I was 11, I had a stroke. So growing up, walking normal, and then going from normal to walking like a limp and all that, and having to go through therapy and all that, it really did bother me when I was in my teenage years, looking for females and all that. Right. This was the first thing on my mind. Are they gonna witness this? Right. Because it is witnessable, but as I got older, I really don't let it bother me because it's part of me. It's me.
Hey, man. Hey, one thing I would say, man, Rasta, you are one of the most humble strong-willed. Like, bro, I just love your endurance, your tenacity, your strength, your resilience, bro. You're a good dude, man. God bless you, my brother. I'm honored to be your friend, dog. For real, for real.
Blessings, Souljah. Blessings, Souljah.
Real rap. One thing I love about myself is, man, my willpower and my consistency. You know what I'm saying? When I was a youth and when I was I want to say in my 20s, man, I was so sick, bro. I didn't really have no endurance to do much, bro. I didn't care to do nothing, but my mind was always strong and I always knew that I had purpose. So I always just wanted to get well. That was my main thing, bro. I just need to heal myself. I just need to stay where I'm not coming to this hospital. That was my main thing. So when it finally clicked to me and I got well, like, bro, like I always knew that I always knew I was something special, but to see myself get myself off of 180 milligrams of pills and stay out of the hospital for 2 years now, going on 3 years, bro, like it was more so a thought when I was going through it in the hospital and everything. But now, man, that I could see it, I always dreamed about this. I always talked about this. Like, that's why I'm AR the prophet, because I prophesized over my life. I always could see all the way down the future, you know what I'm saying, in my life, and, you know, foretell the glory and the goodness that was coming for me. You feel me? So that's one thing that I love about myself, man. And one thing that I would want to change about myself is I wouldn't really want to change nothing in myself, man. You feel me? Like, only thing I could want to change is just continue to get better and just continue to, you know, stay strong and fight, because like all my two brothers have said right here, this sickness and this illness, man, it beats you up. It beats you up physically and mentally. And you really have to be mind strong. So my talks with myself when I'm alone and talk, you know, with myself laying in my bed is, bro, I'm proud of you, bro. Stay strong. You doing this, man. And it makes me feel good, bro. That's the only motivation I need. That self-talk, that self-motivation, that self-love. And bro, it's special. So I encourage y'all, man, just stay strong, stay fighting for yourself, stay encouraging yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be here for y'all boys. And man, we're gonna keep doing this thing, baby. Feel me?
So AR, let me ask you something. How many crises did you used to go through, and how many crises do you go through now? Like,
man, like in a year's time, I would go through at least, man, 50 plus crises a year. Yeah, that's a fact. I think that's just being generous, you know what I'm saying? But from now, like now, in the past 2 years, I still go through crisis. And this is the thing, because I haven't been hospitalized, I still go through crisis, but I'm taking my crisis onto my own, in my own hands. I'm taking care of myself at home now, instead of rushing to the ER and letting them stress me out, and I gotta wait, and, you know, they're not treating me how I need to be treated. I started taking, you know, my care into my own hands. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proactive on my care, and I've had less crisis when I was dependent on the ER and just, oh, I'm in pain, let me get up and go to the hospital. That's when I was more frequently in the hospital and always sick, because I was dependent on them in that treatment. Once I started manning up and becoming my own doctor and, you know, saying, hey, you can do this, man. Just go ahead. And it takes a lot, man. I tell you, boy, when the crisis come on, I don't want it to seem like, oh, that's just, it's easy. It's easily done, because it's not. That pain is real, man. And it takes over the body and to the mind. But one thing I've learned is, if you stay mind strong, see, we so quick to tense up. That's what I used to always do. I tense up and I always make my pain worse. You know what I'm saying? So now I've learned to relax my breathing. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to take ibuprofen, which is, you know, inflammation, that was going to help with inflammation. Back in the day, I'll always just pop pills and panic, and then I would just be in more pain. You know what I'm saying? So I have to force myself to go to the hospital. But now it's like, breathe, relax, and I can't get attacked as much. Like, my body don't hurt as much now that I'm relaxing. Like, when I did it and I just tense up, I have to go to the ER. I couldn't save myself. My oxygen is going bad. My blood pressure is up, all because I'm tensed up. So I'm having less crisis because I'm understanding my body with my breathing techniques. I'm understanding now that I don't have to rush to opioids for pain relief. I'm understanding now that I can drink some warm tea, herbal tea, and it can calm the nerves in me so I don't have so much spasms. You feel me? These are the little things that I've noticed. So it's way less crisis. How about you, Omari? How many crises have you experienced, bro?
You hit it right on the head. So back in the days, you know, when you're trying to figure stuff out when you're growing up, I would get crisis a good amount of times, probably about the same number as you. You know, whether it's outside, you trying to be like your homies, play sports, or you going, anything can cause a crisis. Going to the beach, the water too cold, it's too cold. So trying to figure that out, I would have a lot of crisis. To be honest with you, today, major ones that cause you to go to the hospital, I don't have that a lot. It may be a couple of years where I actually need to go to the hospital. The last time I went to the hospital was in October, November of last year. But those little crises, I have those a few times, a lot. But we all know that precursor, when that crisis is coming, I go into beast mode, like you said. I juice beets. I try to flood my system with water. Like you said, being calm and trying to breathe. And, you know, there's a few things that you can do to try to calm that. And the frequency of my crises have gone down. The intensity has gone down as well. And like you said, not depending on just opioids, because that will get you in trouble, man. Like I used to pop in things like Skittles, any little something.
Yeah.
Popping things like Skittles, my stomach hurt, this hurt, that. It don't even got to do with sickle cell. You just get so used to, you don't want to feel pain.
Yeah, you don't want to feel the pain.
True.
Right. So, but that'll get you in trouble, man. That's no way to live. That's no way to live at all. So yeah, I had to find other ways. So the natural way is the best way. It's the only way.
It is the
if you want longevity, it's the only way.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. So what does a healthy diet look like to you? Like what are you intaking? Like what's your intake look like?
So for me, as I said, I wish I was more consistent with it, but like Rasta, my family grew up in the West Indies. So any type of live food, it has to be alive. It can't be man-made, no GMOs. Juice beets on the regular. My weakness is junk food, so I'm a fast food person. So, but just trying to cook myself, knowing what I put in it. Any foods I'm a juice maniac. Like I'll juice all the time. Even if I can't eat it, at least I'll juice it. But I had the pleasure of seeing Dr. Sebi when he was alive in Chicago.
Word.
And that's where I really learned about like, oh, okay, you can't mess with these man-made foods. You can't mess with certain things. Like if you want to really live a well life, just eating right, just, eating foods that are alive, that have electricity in them. That has helped me.
That's what's up, man.
Yo, man. Yo, man, I like that. That's music to my ears.
Yeah, thanks, because Rasta, that's the same thing we on.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's it. I got one more question, man. Do you see any changes in the healthcare system?
So personally for myself, I don't. But on a bigger scale with sickle cell, there's a lot of big things happening. I'm seeing a lot of stem cell research and stem cell replacement. There's a gene editing technique, I think it's called CRISPR, where they could literally go in the gene and remove sickle cell.
That's crazy.
And then put your cells back in you. This young lady, I believe she's from Nigeria, she had that done. And it's been about 2 or 3 years and she's completely healed. So, and I know they're looking at sickle cell specifically, because if you can fix sickle cell on the gene level, you can basically fix any other disease.
Exactly.
So they're really looking at us right now. So like on my personal level, I haven't seen change for me, but for the future and a bigger scale, absolutely. There's a lot of clinical trials out there and stuff like that.
I love to hear that. That's the same way I feel. Same way I feel. And that's why we do this. We do this for the youth, for the young man, the young teen, the young pediatric child that may have look at this and may, need to see some young men that's like us, because they're gonna grow into
the young ones that's following down the road that we follow down and don't want to make that change.
Absolutely.
The ones that want to actually make the change.
Absolutely.
The ones that's actually willing to make the change, the ones that's actually willing to get up in the morning, make the beet juice, make the fruit juice, even the ones that's not. Because listen, there's always a time that it's gonna click for you with sickle cell. You ain't just gonna say, oh, I want to drink beet juice. I want to start juicing and all that. You're gonna get fit. It's a time and a period where every patient that they just get fed up with the whole system and at the way that they feel and the whole treatment. So it always gonna click for you. You just got to be obedient to when you get that fed up, you got to react to that fed up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, oh man, I got sickle cell, man. It is what it is, man. No, it ain't what it is, man. Yeah. You got to be in control and you got to want to change some things. So it's for the people that don't have that motivation. We're here to motivate you and inspire you and let you know that you can do it. Look at us, man. We stayed sick in the hospital all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we made the change. My boy Omari said he want to be consistent. And I know from this talk, he will be consistent. Rasta the same way. I'm the same way. We all fall off, man, but you got to stay strong and stay on it, man. It's easy to fall off, but you got to have that willpower and that motivation to stay on track. If not, you're going to remain sick. And that's the whole motivation behind this, baby. From a patient's perspective, baby. Hey, listen, I got one more question for you, Omari. How do you plan to make a difference with sickle cell?
So personally with myself, I got a few things in the works. And with sickle cell, we're on the body. We always think about the body and, and that's fine. That's good. Obviously we need that, but I never really hear people talk about the mental, this right here, the toll that brings on you. Like everything from mistreatment from the hospital, they think you're drug seeking or the financial burden of sickle cell, like the toll it takes on your relationships, just the limits that people try to place on you. Like if this ain't right here, it doesn't matter. Your body, your body follows this. So your mental has to be everything. So I want to work on helping people with their mental health. People who, we have this illness that is supposedly invisible, but we deal with it. It's a real thing, we deal with it. So just helping people with their mental and getting that right. And knowing that you're still worthy. No matter what the doctors say, you're still worthy. You have purpose. Yes, we have this disease, but everyone has a cross to bear at a certain time. I just got mine early in life and it is what it is. Like I just use it and it is what it is. So definitely the mental aspect of it.
I love that message. I love that. Thank you so much, Omari. Hey, that's amazing, brother. Listen, how can we find you? How can the people tap in with you, man?
Yeah, man. I'm on social media. Last King on Earth on everything, on Twitter, on Instagram. And just look out for me, man. I really want to give back. Like you too, I want to give you guys your props, man. Like as I've told y'all, like I appreciate y'all hold the flag for sickle cell, man. And like I feel like it would be a disgrace if I didn't do the same. You know what I mean? What y'all do for me, I owe that to somebody else as well. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much.
Big love. Big love.
I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every soldier, which we all need to come together.
Absolutely. Everybody got to do their part for sure.
Most definitely. Hey man, that's
big up to Miss Courtney.
Yeah, yes. Big up Miss Courtney.
Keep her in your prayers.
Absolutely. We're going to continue to lift you up. We know you're going to be well soon. Hey, that's the thing with sickle cell. We might be down for now, but we're going to definitely bounce back.
Oh,
the thing about us, we supernatural soldiers, man, and we got some endurance that'll never end, and that's why I love us, baby. Stay strong.
That out of concrete.
Yeah, hello. Hey, you know it. I like to say the rose that grew from 6 cells.
That's right.
No pain in the playroom. Shout out to my peoples out there on the West Coast. Rest in peace to my dog, Diamond Ray. We're going to continue to do this one for the ones that's living and for the ones that's already passed away. A big love. This is the Souljah Strong Way Sickle Cell Podcast from a patient's perspective. Big love. Tap in with us next week. You know what it is.
Blessings, blessings.
Yeah. The Souljah Strong Way. It's the Souljah Strong Way. The Souljah Strong Way. It's the Souljah